Showtime. Showtime theater. Big time pictures. Small time views. Where everyone else thinking they might be at this time. Well, let's think about it for a minute. Are you happy? Are you sad? Or are you in between? What views do you pick today? Where are you going to look at it tomorrow? How are you going to act next week? How will anybody act next week? What is that concerned? We're all on a turmoil now that we believe that we should do certain things one way, certain things another way. No one sings and get a contract like you'll lay down the river at the V. Where you coming from? Where you want to stay? It is your way. See, we all have a choice, but we all play by certain games. So what games you play? Well, you can play by games that you want to win. You can play by games that you want to lose. You can play by games that who's in charge of what authority you want to go by. You see where I'm going with that? Yeah. So there's all kind of rules you can play by. There's only one you want to abide by. You want to be a puppet master. So if you're a puppet master, that means two things. That means somebody's in charge of you. And everybody likes that. Not really. No one likes to be handled. No one likes to be selfish handled. No one likes to be told what to do if they're old enough to do what they should be doing. In other words, if you're over the age that you know what you want to do, you have somebody else tell you different. You say, what age is that? It could be 2, it could be 102. If you over the age, you will know what you want to do. Now, keep in mind though, that thing is called responsibility. Now, responsibility goes a long ways. It sit back and say, what are you doing with that situation that you have before you? Then you have to understand, do I want to go forward or do I want to lean back? See, that's another quotation mark that you may mark on your ability to believe. Everybody in this world has a chance to do what they want to do. Everybody. There's some people that come here in short terms and they get what they get on the short term. You learn from the short term, you learn from short people. You learn from different ways that you want to do things. Some people have jobs, some don't. Some people have diplomas, some don't. But just because you have a diploma, that doesn't mean that you get a job. Or you're going to get a job. And the concept that we have failed in our communities, in our lives, to make our children, for us, do that. Most people go to college, get a degree, go to college, get a job. Doesn't work that way. There's a lot of people who have degrees. There's a lot of people who are millionaires without degrees. Okay? The individual, once again, that comes here for that purpose alone. And that purpose alone says, I want to work. I want to play. I want to do my own thing. Anything wrong with that? No. There's nothing wrong with wanting to do your own thing if you're not hurting anybody else. So do your own thing. Be yourself. Be your own person. Have your own personality. Nothing wrong with that. What becomes in play when you don't have that personality and someone else try to tell you that you should be doing something. Then we become and we have a problem. The problem says then that who are you? Are you my God? And who are you my this? Are you my parent? And no one wants to be that. Hell, nobody in the right mind wants to be somebody's parent. Now there may be some kooks out there. Might say I think, but most time, it's like some people say, well, I need a sugar daddy. Why? Because you don't want to work. And if you find one, oh well, what's a sugar daddy? Somebody give you money. I need a sugar mama. Same thing. No different. It's just different names. And that's because of the person lazy enough to don't want to work. And if the sugar daddy, sugar mama wants to give them their money, that's their problem. It's not mine. Like I said, once again, we're talking about individuals. And that's when politics comes in there. That's where ethics come in there. That's where everything comes in. Individuals have the right to do what they want to do if they want to do it. And if they don't want to do it, why try to fix something that you can't? I think that's our greatest problem right there. We're always trying to fix something that we have no control over or nobody. It's like if there's a hook on the street. What's the difference between a hook on the street and a hook in a mansion? No different. They're both hookers. One gets paid more though, but they're still hookers. It's like what's the difference between a drunk outside on the parking lot and the one in the castle? No different. They still alcoholic. They just get better liquor. And it's the same way with teaching. Unless you're the individual for something different. Okay? If you are that person that says, hey, I think I need to go to school. I think I need to get 4 years card. And then you might be the person that says, you know what? Damn with that. I'm dropping out, and some people have done it. And I'm going to get my own and do my own thing and be successful. That's what life is. It doesn't grab you by the horn because you didn't get rich. It doesn't grab you by the horn because your mama and your daddy was a millionaire and you fall behind them. No, that's the wrong answer. Every blue moon somebody gets rich because the parent and they hand it down to them. But most people get rich because they went either went out and looked for it or they found a loophole to get it. Okay, you say, well, are you kidding? I'm not kidding. Mark Cuban and a lot of the people who just gambled their way into society. You know, that happens too. But guess what? Once again, it is the individual. And it's the individual who did it. When we believe it's the individual who did it, we don't worry about nobody else saying, well, I can try it. It doesn't work for everybody. The same coffee doesn't work for everybody. The same clothes don't work for everybody. If you put the clothes on and not put it on, we both going to be different. Trust me. We're going to look different. I don't care if we're 2 boys, 2 men, 2 women. We're going to look different if we put the same clothes on. So if you dance, you're going to dance different. There's no dance. I don't care how many people say, oh, it's a quotation. It's a coordination. No. I don't care how many people you see dance. Somebody will dance different. It may look the same, but guess what? It's to the human mind itself. Somebody's up there doing a different step in, and everybody knows it. Now it may look like it's the same. It's like if everybody stand up. If everybody stand up wearing the same clothes, that means everybody's the same height. Sight. See what I'm saying? Dictatorship, courage, honesty, and all them other things into one. We live in life, we live in a world where everybody believes that they're right. And that's not true. There's somebody that's wrong, gotta be wrong. There's no, everybody can't be right. Somebody says, yes, they can. In their own eye, they can be, yes. But deep down, no. There's a price that you'll pay. We call them puppet masters. You can call them anything you want to call them. As long as you be aware if you're doing something and nobody told you to do it, that means you being controlled by somebody else, a puppet master. If you stand on your own, then you know it. People know when you stand on your own. The truth don't need nobody to stand up for it. But when you lie, you know what happened. It's a ripple effect. It runs right over to the next lie. And it becomes a lie. Is that good? That's not good. But that's what happens. I used to think I used to think a lot of stuff. Now I don't really mind. I'm not gonna say I don't care. I don't mind something. That you don't have to love everybody. You don't have to hug everybody. Most time I hug anybody because I get the wrong concept at my age now, and way before I understood nothing, because it was never intended. Some people took it the wrong way, and that's life. So now people say, well, we need to get this done. No, we don't need to do nothing. We as an individual might need to stand up for ourselves, but we Don't need to do nothing. We don't need to join nobody's hand. We don't need to walk in nobody's alley. We don't need to walk in nobody's march. We don't need to walk in nobody's jubilee unless you want to. If you want to do that, then as an individual, go ahead. I don't care how many viruses they make, how many they don't make. You as an individual, you have to believe what's what. If you sitting there believing what it's gonna get me and I'm in the car, well, I guess it's gonna get you in the car. If you believe well, it's gonna get me walking outside, well, it's gonna get you walking outside. Because once again, that is your belief. And your belief turns on the corner of everything else. This is like the lottery we play. Yes, we do. Everybody plays it. One way or another. You be I don't play it. If you went in there and spent $1 one time or another, then you guess what? You're part of the other people. You ain't part of the elite, but you played it. And I always think when I do play, I'm gonna win. Do I win every time? No. Do I smile all the time? No. Do I joke all the time? No. Do I sing every night and then? If you land on the land and you fall on your face, you get back up, you got sand in the case. Sand and land goes together because they become in one place. You became sand, now you're sand. If you're a man on the earth and you're a man somewhere else, then you're a man somewhere else. Complication, but it'll be a man. So, and we all have family. Oh my goodness, do we have family? And you know, people are so stupid. Let me just tell y'all, right? Put the word out. Y'all stupid. All of you stupid. Me, I'm the only one genius on this point. What I'm about to tell you. Everybody think, well, we're not kin to nobody. Yes, you are. Everybody on this earth kin to everybody. Hell, all you gotta do is dig up your roots. What roots? The roots that was laid on this ground. If you came from the damn ground, there's roots on the ground. If you came from the earth, there's roots in the earth. You never seen the trees say, oh, by the way, I'm growing in the roots, I'm going to another yard. Well, he gonna be visiting somebody else because the roots are in the ground. If you go out there and get pregnant for some odd reason or another, and you don't know who the father is, or you may know who the father is, well, who's the ancestor? You don't know. You don't know. You say, well, he gonna get this. You don't know what he's getting. You can put yourself up into a doggone sanctuary. You can put yourself in a monastery, and you can put yourself in a home, and you can put yourself in a doctor's office and say, I want my child to look like this. Well, now you're playing God. Now he playing God. Because most of the time, he don't know, and you don't know. You tell him what you want. And you tell him I saw this person. Just because you saw the person, that don't mean that the sperm will be the same. Dumbass. So, once again, we have this game. It's like this. Here's another dumbass way y'all all are. And maybe I was in my young days. I doubt it. Well, my kid gonna do this. He gonna do that. Yeah. Remember that thing I told you about to a certain age? Well, sometimes it takes a person to then 90 to get a certain age. And sometimes it takes them 10. Well, sure, the temper probably 2. So, when a person gets to a certain age, you sit and tell them what they're going to do. And they may be in their mind sitting down, not saying nothing. But then 10 years later, they say, you know, when you tell me that, all the time I know what I'm going to do. That's why we don't have most people in the world following each other. That's why parents don't follow each other. That's why parents and children don't follow them. Because the children looking at the parents like, you made mistakes. And I'm not going to make that mistake. But they make other mistakes. Because they didn't listen to the parents to start with. And they come up with another side effect. And that side effect runs off into their family life. So now they got 2 side effects instead of 1. And you know they would have had 1 to start with, but they ended up with 2 because they didn't listen. I listen. How much did you listen? If you guys sit back home right now and look in your mirror, and maybe some of this stuff should be going viral. No, it's too important to go viral because it's too much information to me, too much sense. You got to think about this. How many of y'all really thought about what you were going to be when you grew up? Put that in your book and smoke it. How many of you really thought that you were going to be a doctor, a lawyer, whatever when you were growing up? Because some of you were successful and some of you are not. Why is that? That's the way the universe goes. The universe said we don't need 150 doctors with no patients. And the patient said we don't need 150 doctors without a patient. So somebody got to be patient and somebody got to be a doctor. That's facts. I don't care how you look at it. That's facts. It's like buying a car and getting married. If you get married, if you get married today, and there's a reason why you get married, and all of a sudden, 6 weeks, 6 months, 6 years, you say, I want a divorce. I don't want to be married no more. Well, two things happen in that situation. You got tired. You didn't realize what you were doing. You didn't want to get in to start with, and you sat there for so many years, so many months, and you made yourself sick. And if that didn't kick the horse's butt, your parents made you sick, because they were telling you shouldn't marry that person, you shouldn't be with that family. Until you negotiate, let me let all y'all know something, because y'all are, like I said, once again, you're dumb. Until you put an investigation into your parents or your children, boyfriends, girlfriend, parents, you're gonna be stuck like mud on a cud because you didn't investigate. Well, they was in love. Okay, so what? I'm in love with my dog. I'm in love with my cat. That's love for you. LOVE. Put it in layman terms and see what you come up with. See what the L look like. See what the O look like. See what the V look like. See what the E look like. I'm not telling you to divide them. I'm telling you to add them up. You might come with everlasting, long, over inverted, I don't know. Vegetation. You figure it out. But it means something. And we've been using it for the wrong reason for a long time. We didn't use that like politics. Everybody should be a politician. That way you get your own money. You don't want to worry about somebody getting somebody else's money. Everybody be a politician. And that way you get your raise when everybody gets it because you're all a politician. No. We sit back and we want somebody to take care of our own behind. You don't want to take care of your own behind. You want somebody else to take care of your behind. And that's why you end up being behind. If we go forward and we believe what we say, independence, justice, liberty for all mankind. What the hell does that mean? Where do those words come from? If it says all mankind, why are we even talking? Why are we voting? Why are we making nonsense? Why are we doing things that we should be doing if it says equal justice for all man? Not men, not woman, mankind. So you can put it in labor terms you want, because if a woman should still have men in certain things that makes her think she's a man. So that's still manly. So if the universe said mankind, it didn't talk about man. Okay? It talk about the universe of human being, mankind. You see? You look at an elephant, you look at an animal, and most animals know how to take care of themselves. The elephant, like you people, the elephant, I want y'all to look up this bird for yourself when you get home and when you get off my video. An elephant. Whoever said an elephant was overweight? Never thought about it. See? Got me coughing. Yeah. Elephant was 300 tons in number. That ain't no with him. So why you gonna try to tell somebody else as a human being that the human told you the human's kind of dumb from time to time when you overweight? To who? Do you tell us a wrestler? A Samoan wrestler that he's overweight? You tell a gorilla he's overweight? No. See, so once again, as the human mind goes, that's where we go. As an individual goes, that's where we go. There's no such animal that a person weighing 500 pounds can't do what they want to do. But yes, he can. I've seen some people do marvelous things in their weight. And people are like, how do they do that? You know how you get that? There's no common sense that we use. When we use them, oh man, what's powerful? It's like taking a man, putting in a box that's 6 feet 4 and put him in a square box. How do you get in there? Same thing. He had mind control to get in that box and fix himself up. That's how he got in there. Well, how did the 305 man do? He had mind control and he did what he wanted to do. Now, if we as individuals start thinking about what we can do with our mind control, quit being hatred, quit being deliberate, patriotic, I would say, which I think we following everybody. That's the patriotic. We're following everybody, like the total pole, or like pole, or like the puppet master. We're not being ourselves. We're not being the individual that we supposed to be. We're entirely someone else doing to someone else. Not doing for ourselves. And that stuff, brother, it's like talking to your siblings and get no answer. It's over. Okay? You think and we think a lot of times that the sibling should be the one that's the almighty and be the one that always you should be able to talk to. That's not true. Sometimes you can talk to a stranger when you talk to your own siblings. Okay? A sibling is the worst enemy of all. Well, I'm upset. Upset for what? Get over it. I tell you what, the bear in the woods didn't say he upset unless you woke him up. See, the human being upset because they already woke. When they go to sleep about 6 at a time, it wouldn't work for them. They wait for the gliding out of this cave. But no, we want to be upset all the time because Johnny didn't call me. Susie didn't call me. Susie looked at me wrong. Johnny spit at me. Dumb. See, you can't sing a song about it. When you're dumb, you're just dumb. When you're stupid, you're just stupid. So you put stupid and dumb together. Dumb. So, when you guys cut the stupidity. Quit blaming somebody for something you did. Quit blaming somebody for something you didn't do. But that case, then you can look in the mirror so you can do. Because once again, you become the individual that you should have been already. Okay? If we do that, we won't have the thing they call the blame game. Because you can take your Bible, and I can take my Quran, I can take somebody's Quran, Bible of Truth, and the History of Harvard, and all the other Bibles, Christian, yes and that, man. And there's something in there. There's something belongs to them for you, but it's something for someone else too. When we start saying this is only for me, then we got a problem because somebody wrote it many years before we did. And somebody on top of that wrote it before they did. Somebody thought about it way before we did. So when you sit there going, it's just for me. No, it's not just for you. It's for anybody who wants to take the challenge and do it. Anybody wants to go forward and do it. Anybody has another idea, do it. That's what it's all about. Okay? When we can figure that, we're going to be fine. If we don't figure that out, we're going to be in a slump hole for the next catastrophe to happen. The tough catastrophe, yeah. Maybe man will fly on the moon without an apron. How about that? Without an apron. That means that the solar system, that means that all the air on this earth is gone, is floated somewhere because you allowed it to float and got away from you. All the money left because you allowed it to leave. All the people because you allowed it. So not on earth, but the earth itself. Don't think so. So, does one man make a difference? Yes. One lady make a difference? Yes. Does one child make a difference? Yes. If you got one, you bless. If you got 10 or 15 of them, many more, you'll bless hers. Because each one of them has the amount of own, they can do what they want to do, and they can help you do something that you didn't do, or something you was trying to do, or something you maybe didn't do. Everybody. You to understand most of the people. They can't understand most people. You love everybody, but you don't have to with them. It's different. And you don't have to, you can do the same thing to understand, but why try to understand people that you don't know? You know what I'm saying? Some people you know, you try to say, he did this the wrong way. Maybe I should treat him different. But if I don't know you, I have to say to you. Because I don't know where your mind's going. Your mind could be going to Egypt. Okay? Mommy just where the was going. Mommy just I sing it to Victoria. I say it one more time. Time is all we need. Money is full of wine. If you got some wine, take some time. Take a drink and be a saint. Saints always saints. That's what you're doing. So don't nobody say, well, you know I have wine, so I got to go to the Father and pray 50 times. No, you don't. Well, I have an attitude. You probably have an attitude. Your attitude because you thought you had to do something somebody else do. Gentlemen, ladies, never believe that you got to do something else do. That's like speaking in tongues, speaking in language. If you speak one language, good. You speak two, let's speak three. At least I would know that you're speaking something different. Hasta la mia, hasta luego, hasta luego, chooses, fino, sis, fino, vana. In the old bola, she, all the Leila Mena, to a lot of entry, oh, Rodi, Ora, Josie, do, da. So that's what I say. Be friendly to those, and those will be friendly to you. If they don't be friendly to you, just keep them moving. You treat people nice, and then most of the time you get nice back. They don't be nice to you, you move on. Why somebody that don't want to be with you? You see, I saw something the other day, and I said that's funny. It was funny, but not funny. This woman told a guy, and women are bad sometimes. She told him though, she said, hey, I'm tired of being with broke people. I don't want to be with you because you're broke. He said, what you feel about it? She said, yeah. You know what I'm saying? He said, okay, well, you do to me. So he gets to get rid of his car, and he had a nice vet. She said, oh, that's your car? Oh. So then she felt stupid, okay? But most women feel stupid when they want to be a, what they call, gold digger. See? Being a woman and being a woman and man just out there. Okay? Because if you a gold digger woman, that means you don't why say the same thing that you told a man, I don't need a broke man. Well, you a gold digger. I mean you don't want to work either. And guys, let me tell you something. You guys you get flipped up on this, but you can get them to the mountain. Just because she looks pretty, it don't last for a while. Because if she didn't love you, you won't have it but for a while. So once again, you be the monkey. You want to be older, you be the monkey and the asshole. Because you looked at something that you thought was good for you, but it was not. So take for that with a grain of salt. If you want to look for somebody, then look for them. Don't go around with your fancy clothes and all the jewelry. You finna get what you go in the jewelry store. And ladies, the same thing. You sharpen up yourself for a dance. That's what you gonna get, a half dance. So now we in this world and we're hoping things. We're hoping a lot of things. We're hoping that this pandemic scheming and all that go away. It's time to go away. It's time to get out. April Fool's gone. Mother's gone. All this around the corner. What I mean by that, we give the earth doing earth always been doing crazy. People in there screws it up and meditating with the equipment. And we can say April's gone. Okay, so all you fools out there with hanging with stuff and run around with stuff, and you know half the people in the world we know right from wrong. We know what's going on, but no, we want to sit back and play the lame game. Ain't nobody else doing it, so I may not mess with it. Well, then fall off the cliff. Guess what? I guess I guarantee I'm not falling with you. I can guarantee that one. Yeah, does it take how many people to take those stories? How many preachers did it take to put a light bulb up? How many men did it take to go out and work on the road? Well, if you're working on the road, it don't take too many. And if you're working in the light bulb, it only take one. So you figure one person can make a difference. 2, get in the way. 3, make trouble in the day. But it only takes one to start it. If my nephew would say, "Oh, you want to be that one?" Not really. But sometimes the ones who you thought would never jump up and say, "Hey, enough's enough," what became the heroes. And other ones became the fathers. The hero says, "I would never plan to be a hero." So that in general, and all the thoughts that I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys didn't say Happy Mother's Day, and I'm pretty sure a lot of mothers didn't get their Mother's Day cards and everything else. But sometimes you have to wonder, ask yourself, did I deserve it? Was I supposed to get one? Why didn't I get it? Or my mother always did for me, was she or was she not? And do I reciprocate? Do I reciprocate on my brothers and sisters? Do I tell them what they should have done, what they should do, or should I not? You know, sometimes we have 1,000 questions. Our children, they do what they're supposed to do. They call. What appreciation? We need to realize that appreciation comes from one thing, and that one thing is the individual. You have to be appreciated for yourself. You don't worry about nothing. If it's true, it'll come along and you will get it in the end. But if you say every day, man, I sure hope they would appreciate me and send me a car, you wait until your day is done. And that's the way life goes. It'll be on your head. So if you don't wait and make decisions and go. Don't hesitate. That's the key thing that all should always remember. If you can't control it, leave it alone. Okay? Let me say this again. If you can't control it, leave it alone. The same thing I said, if you can buy it, buy it. If you can't buy it, leave it alone. It'll come back. It will come back. It will come back if it's deserving for you. If it's not for you, it ain't come back anyway. Like they always say for birds, if someone loves you, look at the time. If they don't love you, they ain't coming back. If you go to the store and you look at the magazine or you look in the book, and you say, man, I really want that. Why do you think? If you can afford it, get it. You say, Earl, what do you mean if I can afford it? In your mind, you can afford anything. The mind is the thing that keeps you from doing a lot of things less than you can do. Because your mind already tell you can't do that. You don't deserve it. You can't have that. You can't have that person. You can't have that house. You can't have that car. You can't have that business. Why not? Oh, can't tell you that one because you just throw a wrench in it. So once again, it becomes an individual. If it is for you, then it is for you. If it's not for you, it's not for you. Will it be for somebody else? I guess so. It's like you go in the lottery, get a ticket the day you don't win. That don't mean somebody else didn't win, but it wasn't for you that day. You never, huh? If you when you all of a sudden you're late, why were you late? Because you were supposed to be late. Something else could occur before you got there. If we only stop and think. If we don't stop and listen. Sometimes you gotta cry on your own. I cried, I'm a grown man. That's right. I cried before. And probably won't be finished. Something right. Something came the wrong way. Now something we ain't got right. Something we ain't got in the heart and the mind and the soul. That's what happens to most people. It gets in the heart and mind. It's not, oh, something flew by and now I'm crying. No. It could have been there for a while. But it finally came out because the teardrops was time to release itself. And it released itself. At the bottom. You can sit there and say, why do this here? And the body says, so later. So later you will. Because I'm going to get what I need to get. So, with that in mind, I don't want this thing to go viral. Everybody see it, they know, hey, there's some things that you need to change. You need to change. There's some people that need to change. And I'm talking from the head to the toe. And when I say the head to the toe, I ain't talking about the sky neither. I'm talking about the politician. I'm talking for everybody from the house down to the black house. Just that simple. They ain't got nothing to do with racial tension. Black house, white house. Don't the White House or the people who make difference, and the poor house down at the bottom where the people make difference. It's the same thing. Only they have less problems in the White House. Less problems in politicians. These schools, poor schools, problems. It's a problem when you see a 6-year-old or 5-year-old wearing a mask. It's a problem. That's all I can tell you. Until we solve it, it will still be a problem. And you won't know what happened. It'll be like you of the elephant, who is 260 tons almost, and how many pounds? We just go with that and says, let me get my feet in. Before you know the other feet's in. Before you know the other one in. And before you know, guess who's outside? You outside, looking like a dummy, and the other inside. Well, that's what when we all believe in politics, we all believe in what's going on in the news, we all believe in everybody by ourselves. Until we research it and think about it, the problem will still be around. And we need to overcome ourselves by saying, ain't working, ain't happening, ain't going, I'm not doing it. I'm sitting on the sideline. Matter of fact, instead of being the 6th man, I'm the 8th man. That means you got 2 other idiots before I go and get in the game. You know, we live in a dream. We live in a dream. We live in a game, and everything seems the same if you're not in charge. If you're not the bucket in charge, you think, man, this one, when is this vine gonna stop? What you be saying? Right? So with this in mind, this is April. That's it, May. You gotta be on, like I said, you gotta be on tune. April, May, June. Where the rain cometh. Where June 1 is the month, but May makes the flowers and makes all the rain turns in. So by the time June hits here, it's a beautiful thing. That's why they have weddings in June. The flowers is bloom and everything is blooming. And you know what I hope? I hope everything else starts blooming in June. I hope May was a makeup. I hope April already gone. You see all the food, the April food, that's gone. So I'm hoping that this will make a not food. And we can laugh at it and hope it happen again. Of course, because it's the way the world's made up. You do something right, you build something over again. So my friends and family and folks at all, I say to you, Dutchie. I say to you, adios. I say to you, have a good day. I say to you, have a good week. I say to you, who can't even say to you, hasta luego, amigo. Until yo, vivi veredam. Cheers. And all of other languages out there, which say to you and the people out there, be yourself. Be confident with yourself. And if you're comfortable with yourself, don't worry about nobody else. Don't worry about nobody telling you something different. That what you can do, what you can't do. Because the sky is the limit. Not your age. The sky is the limit of what you can do, what you can't do. Your age gives you an idea of what you don't want to do. But the value of your own thoughts and competition says, I can do what I want to do. I can say what I want to say. I can be who I want to be. That's what you say. And if you never say it, you never do it, you never try, it's not going to happen. Nobody king hat on your head and say you king. Nobody gonna tell you go and run the limit when you never even try. Okay? That's what I'm saying. So I'm not telling you, well, you know, you can go try something new, and there it is. It's happening. Brothers and sisters, the only way that happens, it isn't supposed to. If it doesn't happen, it was meant to happen. Adios.